Sabrina is just an amazing person in general. Her personality and her grace is just fabulous. She has such a radiance and positive attitude.
Her cancer journey started with, like most women's cancer journey, somewhat unexpected and always a surprise, especially someone as young as she is.
Rocking along, being a normal, healthy 45-year-old, never been sick. I had this lump come up, and I thought it was a pulled muscle. It's more on my rib cage than anything. You know, I just kind of babied it a little bit for about a week or two, and then I knew something was wrong because it was still there, but it was very painful, which was different than, you know, everything that you read about the typical tumor.
The importance of mammography is that we can detect things earlier, and the earlier we get them, usually the easier they are to treat. It's a tool we have that allows us to intervene, hopefully without having to do a whole lot of intervention.
So I got my appointment for the mammogram, but then I needed a diagnostic mammogram. So I had to go see my doctor to get the referral for the diagnostic mammogram.
And when she first came to see me, there was a lot of concern with her examination and with her mammograms and ultrasounds. So from the very beginning, I expressed that my worry about how things looked for her, but she was very receptive and was always very attentive to the stuff we had to say. And one of my goals is to always inform the patients of what they're facing, to be honest and informative, and answer any questions they might have, because I think knowledge allows you to take some of that fear off.
That was on a Tuesday. They diagnosed me. They immediately lined up my MRI, my breast MRI, my PET scan, everything. Within, I would say, 24 hours, I had all of these appointments lined up, and they just told me what the next step was. And so I was diagnosed on a Tuesday. They put my chest port in on a Friday, started infusing me with chemo the following Wednesday. And the rest has just been part of the journey.
At the beginning of their diagnosis, they're overwhelmed. It's a lot of information, so we try to provide education often, but small and frequently. We give them verbal information, but also references for them to take back home, just so they can refer back to at a later date. But I encourage the patients to take a deep breath and to realize that they are not alone throughout this.
No matter how maybe advanced it might look, we do have treatments, we do have ability to treat it. So I try to assure the patient that you can't look at this as a death sentence, because it doesn't, the vast majority of the time it's not. So that's one of the things I try to reassure them and explain to them why it's not that. And that helps calm the anxiety of that thought of, is this it? You know, is this gonna take me?
They were just all on board for having family be part of the appointments, part of the treatment, part of the understanding the scans. And I'll never forget Dr. Z taking time to turn the screen around, show my husband the tumor, and explain, okay, this is where, you know, how we're gonna do the biopsy. You're gonna hear the machine click like this. Don't be startled by that. He was just so relatable and so easy to understand what's coming next. And this is what's going to happen, but don't worry, this is what we're going to do about it. And I needed that.